what's up? How are you doing, people? And I welcome you back yet again to the Crazy Wisdom. So today we'll be talking about the fourth planet in line, which is Jupiter, and this one, according to astrology, is the exceptionally benefic planet of the entire lot. So let's get on and discuss and see what are the personality changes that Jupiter brings along with us for us once it gets placed in our birth charts. Without further ado, put on your thinking caps and your wisdom boots. Let's get on and shoot. Alright, now so planet Jupiter, this planet brings extreme luck in your life. And as I've already mentioned it in my Sagittarius video, this planet acts like a true elixir, it is just like an Amrit giver. And so even when Jupiter is not that well placed in your birth chart, even if it's debilitated or placed in an enemy house, the houses that Jupiter aspects or looks at, it definitely takes care of all the houses in a definite positive manner. And if Jupiter is well placed in your chart, then this planet acts like a true magic wand in your life. It gives you riches, it gives you comforts of all sorts, and it sort of acts like a direct favor from the gods above. A strong, positive, and well placed Jupiter sort of makes a lot of areas in your life very, very easy to handle compared to others. Now, if I have to explain it to you, the difference is exactly like the difference between a Sagittarian and a Capricorn. You cannot deny the fact that a Capricorn works so hard to get, who is a Saturn born, and Saturn, who is the ultimate judge, does not give you anything unless and until he sees you working hard for it. A Sagittarian, who is born under Jupiter, on the other hand, gets the exact same thing way too easily. And this is a very, very strong and striking point that you can look around in your friends and look around in your family circle, and you would very easily notice. And same is the impact that people born under a strong benefic Jupiter, despite of their zodiac sign, get. Alright, so now Jupiter also represents a teacher and a guru in your life. And therefore, if you have a strong and positively placed Jupiter in your chart, then it somehow assures that you become highly educated and you gain a lot of academic qualification throughout your life. And not only about qualification, Jupiter assures that you learn, that you actually gain in-depth knowledge of whatever you're getting into. This is the last set of people that you would see undergoing things like Ratta Maru for examinations just to get through them. These are the people who crave real knowledge for things. And you look at Sagittarians, every Sag that you come across would be a mini walking and talking encyclopedia running around you. Every Piscean that you come across, you might know a Piscean who works at a bank as a financial analyst, but once you get close enough to him, you would know so many hidden and underlying talents about him that it would completely astound you. And same is the case with people who are born with a strong and benefic Jupiter, no matter whether they are Sagittarians and Pisces or some other zodiac sign. And therefore, this thing truly makes these people not the jack of all and master of none, but rather the jack of all and real hard masters of anything and everything that they get into. And because Jupiter is acting as a source of constant expansion in your life, therefore Jupiter often takes you at places where it makes you the head of things, in your academic or non-academic, whatever field you're working in. So that, it can take you and place you at a position from where you can act as a constant guidance, as a constant counselor, and as a constant source of a knowledgeable point of view for all the other people around you, because that's what Jupiter's basic trait is. Alright, now so Jupiter also gives you a lot of wisdom in your life, so that you can tackle things in a very mature way, so that you can actually analyze situations from all the angles, keeping the broader perspective in mind, and then coming to a wise, a mature, and a better decision than all the rest of the people working on the same situation. It also tends to make you very spiritual and gives you strong, well-set religious beliefs and a very, very strong value system. Because Jupiter is the natural ruler of the 9th house, which is the house of religion, and the 12th house, which is the house of spirituality, temples, and ashrams. But then, of course, the nature of your gurus and spiritual teachers and your religious inclinations will depend, of course, on the position of your Jupiter. Because if it is not well placed, it is afflicted and ill-placed in your chart, then of course, you would definitely lack the wisdom that I was talking about earlier. This kind of a person would be the number one person to take reckless and irrational decisions without thinking through a situation in a proper manner. And regarding teachers and gurus, such a person would either always disregard and disrespect his teachers and never try to take whatever they are trying to teach him seriously, or on the other hand, he would always get influencers and personalities in his life who would always themselves be trying to mislead him and take him on the wrong path. For example, if you remember bullies, they are the category of people who have a bad placement of Jupiter in their charts because they were influencers, the bullies of classrooms, but they were bad influencers. And a badly placed Jupiter either gives a person very strict, rigid, and orthodox religious beliefs where it becomes very, very difficult for other person to follow suit, or on the other hand, such a person has absolutely zero religious and spiritual inclination. He does not believe in religion, he does not believe in spirituality, and that's it. And no one can change that. Alright, so Jupiter also happens to represent husband in a girl's chart, and therefore a lot of things about him, what his personality is going to be like, and what his interests are going to be like, and where you're going to meet him, the exact place that you're going to meet him, and how your relationship is going to be with him. All these things you can come to know and gauge from the position of Jupiter. Alright, lastly, now Jupiter gets exalted in the 4th house of the sign of Cancer and gets debilitated and gives the least minimum results in Capricorn or the 10th sign. So therefore, if your Jupiter is placed, for example, in the 4th house of the 4th sign, then, this kind of a placement would actually enhance all the above mentioned aspects that we've discussed. And this is the reason behind this is because Jupiter and Moon, which is the lord of the 4th sign, are sort of best friends. And we all know that when we work with our best friend over something, our results tend to positively multiply. Whereas on the other hand, if the Jupiter is placed in the 10th house or in the sign of Capricorn, then obviously all the aspects would get reversed and you would get minimum results. Alright guys, so this was it from my side on planet Jupiter and its characteristic traits. I'll be putting a wrap over it now, but I'll be coming back next week with a fresh new video, so you just gotta stay tuned for it. In the meantime, feel free to contact me if you want to know where your Jupiter is placed and whether it's working positive, negative or neutral for you. I'll be available at the email address I've mentioned below. Also, keep liking, sharing and commenting on the videos guys, and do subscribe to the channel if you love the videos in order to stay updated with more news on zodiacs and astrology. So I'll be seeing you next week, but always remember what I say guys, be crazy and be wise until we meet for the next time. I'll see you guys sooner. Bye bye.